And hello again, YouTube. Walking down Thomas, it's east of 32nd Street. It's 9:17 p.m. Friday, April 22nd, 2022. The sign is making some unnerving noises. Just about got plowed down by one of those oversized trucks trying to cross Thomas Road. So let's see, last video I was jumping on the train. I rode that down to Thomas and had to basically run and jaywalk across the intersection. As I got off the train, the Eastbound Thomas bus was at the stop. That's kind of an oddball stop in that it's before the intersection rather than after the intersection, and it's set back a ways from Central, so it makes for a bit of a walk from the train platform to the bus stop, as you got to get across Thomas, which is exceptionally wide, and you also have to get across half Central. Anyway, crossing that, there was really no southbound traffic to speak of on Central, and they had a green light, so there's still lane restrictions on that part of Thomas, so it kind of had the traffic backed up, and it looked like the bus was kind of stuck in the bus pullout. Couldn't really join traffic because the traffic was all jammed up due to the lane reduction. So while I had the green, I was able to just kind of jaywalk from the center platform, kind of diagonally across the intersection. Since there were no cars coming behind me, southbound on Central. Sort of an awkward way to get across the street, but it got me there quick, and I just sort of ran across the lanes that were blocked off and got to the bus right as he was wanting to pull out, which worked out nice. Guy waved me in. That bus, holy shit, stank like, quite literally stank like shit. It's pretty gross. It didn't seem to matter where I moved around on that bus. It smelled bad. I'm trying to just find a spot where I could sit and count out my cash and make sure I got enough cash to get my rent money order without having somebody just stare at me trying to figure out how much money I have and whether I'm worth following off the bus to mug. Oh, yeah, there's so many things that are complicated by not having a vehicle, and certainly moving around with cash to handle those kind of things is one of them. So just kind of walking through these parking lots versus walking on the sidewalk. It just seems like there's a lot of, people on Thomas seem to be driving faster than normal tonight. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just on edge. But just so many loud vehicles just making me super jumpy. And I just feel so unsafe on the sidewalks with them so close to the road and the traffic on the road so damn fast. It's a little recording studio I talked about that I went to last Saturday night. Mentioned dropping the owner's car. I think his name is Moses. To tell if there's anybody there or not right now. I see some lights on inside the place. Doesn't look like there's anything going on. And when I went by, it wasn't like there was any kind of a recording session going on. It was more like a double date. So yeah, it looks like they pretty much focused just completely on hip hop, and of course that put me as the only white guy in the room, which whatever, kind of accustomed to that at this point. But yeah, a couple of attractive black women that were singing, and their singing wasn't awful, but it was nothing that had any business being in a recording studio. It was obviously a situation of a couple guys trying to impress a couple ladies with, "Hey, look, we own a recording studio. Come hang out at our recording studio." And And then, and not to say it's not a recording studio. I mean, they had a legit, computer set up with a bunch of racks, and they had a really decent electronic drum set. In fact, I sang one song while I was in there. Did Get You by Daniel Caesar, which I just love that song. Love singing that song. And one of the guys, I just kind of set my levels and didn't do anything beyond that, But yeah, one of the guys was playing electronic drums with it and sounded pretty good to me. But it looks like they got this stupid wall here. It'll stop me from just walking through. That's annoying. I'm not back here because I'm trying to trespass. I'm back here because I'm just trying to be a safe distance from all the goddamn cars driving like maniacs on Thomas. So speaking of people driving like maniacs on Thomas, so I was planning on going to the, I didn't get enough money, and I think I was like beyond there's like a minimum or a maximum amount I think I can withdraw from an ATM at one time because, thanks Wells Fargo for that. I don't know, maybe they're not still doing that on me, but I know that used to be a thing. Anyway, on the bus trying to count and figure out how much more I need to get my rent money order, and kind of wanted to do that on the train, but couldn't really find a spot on the train where I didn't have watching eyes. Just, ooh, that guy has cat.